And we have the CJRB knife, big dog alert, pocket sword. Technically, in my book, anything over 9 inches, let's just say 9 inches or bigger, let's go pocket sword, okay? Let's go pocket sword. And this is the resource. And you know, this is how I figure out, because CJRB, it's like, well, it's a 1932. Come on, you know what the J1932 is. Oh, yeah. Crazy me. How would I not know that? No, I don't. Put the name, just resource. I mean, some of their boxes, they will have like 1932 or whatever on one end, right? And then on the other end, it'll actually give the name, right? Okay, so just in case, in case you get this right here, get a zipper pouch, and oh, what else? Oh my God, almost forgot about this. Good thing I opened this up. See this? Will do ya? Okay, so you got some screws in here too. Oh, for the pocket clip on the other side. Okay, this is a microfiber cloth. Okay. But I mean, how much does this lovely, luscious, sophisticated, crazy cool piece of cutlery cost? Just about nothing. Just about nothing. And thanks for nothing. 69 bucks? No, it's not. LTK is your discount code for 10% off. That's $7, right? So, okay, 62 or whatever, right in there, a penny or two either way, right? And there's no tax or shipping cost for White Mountain knives, okay? And last I looked, they had them in stock. Big knife, AR, RPM 9 steel. I mean, this is a true, wonderful, powdered metallurgy. I'm just trying to goad one guy that likes to comment on that, going, it's not really a powder metallurgy. Okay, so that's fun. But it's 62 bucks. Okay. If it cuts and resharpens, it's probably, we're fine. Okay. It's not a 74 Rockwell. Okay, and this is the gray G10. But no, I got the green G10. So yeah, there's colors available, etc. And let's see if I can cut my finger off. Because baby, it's a pocket sword. Pocket sword. And you've got ambidextrous thumb studs here. Bink, you can kick it right out, middle finger flick, thumb flick, or you can kick it with the fuller here, right? Nice fuller, and you can get downwind here. So you can kick, when you kick from back here, it's easier because you're a little further away from the pivot point just to kick it out. So she's a good sized knife. Where'd the flipper tab? It must be a Lee Williams kickstart. Oh, there is none. Okay, never mind. Thought I had you there, huh? Okay. Now, just my brain reverts back to, you have no idea how many hours a day I play with knives. And my brain just has completely collapsed on everything. Okay, 4.15-inch blade. It's over 4. It is 106 millimeter length blade. Is that big enough for you? Not 9 1/4, but 9 1/8 overall length at 23 centimeters, man. That is, whew, baby, we going big. Now, if the frac will, I think the frac is going to arrive today, but the mail lady hasn't got here yet. And I've been pacing back and forth in front of the window. Come on, man, come on. I didn't get the titanium one. I got the steel, frag handle one. Okay, 14.2 millimeters. Ooh, 0.56. So contoured, G10, not super slim in the hand, but I mean, come on, this is pocket sword territory. Come on. I can't see around this damn thing. Okay, 0.12, 3 millimeter blade stock. Is that all? That's kind of weird, isn't it? You'd think it'd be thicker than that with the overall thickness of this and the weight and everything. Plus, let's see what the weight is. This is not 2 ounces. It's way more than, I'd bet a lot of money that this is over 2 ounces, or 4 ounces, or 5 ounces, or even a little over 6 ounces, shall we say? Wow, okay. We're getting there. 173 grams. Well, it's not 200. Okay, so 6.1. Oh, what's our lockup on here? Oh, that's pretty heavy. That's 50, 60%. And there's differential in height here, so you can just let her go. That's pretty good. It takes a minute to realize it has no support from the liner anymore. Oh, and there it drops. It's like nothing's underneath me. Gravity's going to take over. Okay. And so this is Stonewash blade. So yeah, AR-RPM 9. It's a super steel. It really is. It's just incredible. It's outperforms MagnaCut all the time. I'm a liar. I'm just killing. Okay, now here we go. Joking. Okay, no, but you know what? Yeah, it works. I'm waiting for the MagnaCut version of this to come out for $45. What do you think? In a 64 Rockwell. I think I'll be waiting a while, though. I think I'll be waiting a while for that. But, okay, this is good. And you know what? The ergos on this are good as well. Good, baby. They're good. That feels good in the hand. You got big hands? Not a problem, man. You got plenty of room on this handle. Plenty of room. And like I saw in there, pocket clip is included for this side. Pocket clip you get for this side. Not the pocket clip is not bad. It's not bad. I've seen worse, right? So it's okay. And it goes in the pocket and it's springy enough and all that. It kind of ends up going like this instead of leveling out at the end, which I prefer, but it's fairly close to the scales. And it's hitting me right kind of in this little area here. So it's not really bothering me either. So I don't think this would really rough up my hand too bad to just do continual cutting tests. This is heavy enough and it's sharp and it's a good user steel. So yeah, I don't really see a big problem with this at all. It doesn't have a back spacer, but I guess you don't need the extra weight there, do you? And it's not nested liners, right? So we're good there. And it does feel, nested liners tend to feel a little bit more like weak and not as structural, but this feels plenty structural, especially at 6.1 ounces. I mean, it's bolted together, that's for sure. I think this is a pretty roughy-tufty knife. And for no more than it costs, I like the design. I mean, it is a little bit much like less is more, right? It's not complicated, but sometimes the uncomplicated designs just strike me, as better looking, because there's not a lot to have to pay attention to other than just straight up, and it's sensible. Piercing, slicing, nice big, belly on it, and not too big either, but then nice, this fuller that they did that. Otherwise, this blade might be a bit boring without that, but the fuller, did it need to come out that far? Maybe not, but it doesn't offend me that it does. And, you got jimping up on top of here, and I find that to be okay. And I find, I'm going to have surgery on this pretty soon. I do so much flipping and playing, and it's probably doing this and this. It's just never ends, man. It's just, wow. Got to take off one of those big wood, plane or something. Scrape the layers of callus off. If you've ever been into guitar playing and stuff, how you get calluses on your fingers, and it helps, of course, because otherwise it hurts. But yeah, this is what happens to me. So I guess you can tell a knife guy when you see that, right? Other than that, They're not a real knife guy unless they got the calluses all over their thumb for playing with liner locks, frame locks, all that shit. This one, good looking though. I like it. I like it. I like the feel of it. Yes, it's heavy. Yes, it's big. Yes, that's kind of the market I think they're trying to appeal to. They got plenty of small knives. So there's what this is. And the design flow is really good. I guess it's an in-house design. I don't see anybody credited for this as a collaborative designer, but yeah, blade to handle length is great. Flows into the bolster here. You're not touching the blade back here. You got a big old sturdy stop, it looks like. So easy to kick out. The detent is appropriate. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, it can come out quick, but this is not a flipper. So I think you'd want it being as what you're going to flick it with your thumb. I don't think you want it too stiff on the detent. So, okay. This is okay. This is fine. I find it pretty acceptable, okay? Although it's going to be a little bit on the light side, if you know what I mean. Because if it was real stiff detent, I couldn't do that. I almost couldn't do that. But, then you have to do it like this if it's really a stiff detent. So, yeah, it is a way to open it, by the way, as well. So, and it's centered up. There's no blade play or lock rock. CJRB, they're making good knives. I like them, and they're in the budget range with the Best Tech and Civivi and stuff like that. There's a lot of, petrified fish, and then even Vosteed and others are making knives in that range. In the Kaiser Vanguard, the Kaiser Laconic series, the Best Techman series, the Sencut stuff, whatever. So, but they're right in there, and this is not that expensive. I think it's a pretty good deal for the money as well. So, but I really do like the design. I like the fact that it's got G10 and not just micarta. Okay, so we're all good with that. Now, let's took it apart and see if we can take a look at the innards a little bit. Let's get Big Blue out here. We're going to take it to the mat. And do we have number 8? Do we have number 6s? What do we got in here? Okay. Obviously, it's a captured pivot on the backside, and yes, it is. Okay. So this is all coming off from the front, which I always go to the back first because it just seems like so many of them disassemble from the back. But not in this case, my friend. Not in this case. Don't get too brutal on one side if it's not giving up. Just go to the other side first, and then get brutal. Then get the blowtorch, and then, beat the crap out of it just for revenge purposes. Okay, here we go. And there's all these. So that wasn't too rugged. Presentation side, not skeletonized. And, at 6.1, it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to skeletonize if you could a little here and there. Take a little bit of that extra bulk off of there. And let's try and get our angles right here so we can pull this off. Whew. Hold on. Come here. Flip over, will you? Okay, so is that blade stop thick enough? Maybe we should make it about 1.5 inches thicker. Whew. Damn. Usually what? They're about 3 to 4 millimeters. Okay, well, it's 4.3. It just seems huge. They must be normally about 3 millimeters because that just seems way ass big. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. It's a heavy-duty knife, right? I mean, it's over 6 ounces. It's kind of a Brutus-like knife. And there goes the pivot. Yeah, and it is captured, so it's kicking it over here. On the side I can't pick up. What's the matter with this? Okay, so yeah, there's the flat spot. The flat spot. Okay, so we're good. I mean, not complicated, was it? Just a couple bearings and that's it. Resource. Yeah. Good size knife, easy to take apart, captured pivot, all number 8 Torx is here. You get another pocket clip for the left-hand side, so right, left hand, pretty much truly ambidextrous with the ambidextrous thumb studs and the fullers on both sides for finger flicking. Of course, it favors right-handers on the liner. That's where it breaks on that issue, but really inexpensive knife, AR RPM 9. Seems like a good user steel to me, and it's definitely sharp out of the box. Check it out. The Resource. And keep watching CJRB because the frac is out now, and they got some others coming. And, of course, the mica is really good, and the mini pyrite and the pyrite line all through has come out with all kinds of variations, which is really great. CJRB, they're the one to watch. Check them out. Take care, and you know what we do. We love them knives. We have to admit it. So you guys, stay sharp.